Hey everybody, this is Marcus with MarcusBlanketship.com. Today I am out in front of my house, which we built this year, and I'm working on the driveway, and this has everything to do with technical leadership, and I'll explain in a minute. See, this driveway here, it's about 140 feet of gravel, and I put 20 yards of gravel on it, so it's very loose gravel. So basically for the past month, everybody's been getting stuck going in and out of it, okay? And that's no fun, right? And there's some analogies to being a technical leader getting stuck, but here, let me show you this. I had to rent one of these bad boys. I have no idea what this is called, but as you can see, it's kind of like a mini steamroller, right? Now, what does this have to do with technical leadership? Wait, one more thing. So I've used this thing for 4 hours, driving it up and down my driveway, okay? Driving it up and down. And by the way, the thing goes about 1/3 of a mile an hour. It goes very slow, but at the very least, I feel like this driveway looks good. It is solid. But then I realize, and let me show you this, there is on this knob right here a button. I'd never pressed that button before. And when I pressed it, all of a sudden, this motor in the front here starts to vibrate. And I realize the past 4 hours, I've been using it all wrong. Then yeah, it's heavy and it rolls and it gives the appearance of crushed rock that's smooth. But when somebody came on it yesterday, the base layer was not good. And that's because I hadn't been using this piece of equipment right. All it took though was me hitting that button, and all of a sudden, now I go just as slow and it vibrates and it is 10 times as compact. But of course, I get to redo the whole driveway. So this is my day. I got about 4 to 6 hours of going back and forth on it to make it ready. Well, here's the part about technical leadership. And you might be able to draw a better analogy than me. In fact, maybe I should just stop here and say, put it in the comments. But if you're driving along and you think everything is fine and the top layer looks great, but underneath it, you have not compacted it, you do not have a solid foundation. When the UPS truck of your life, which weighs about 10 tons, and that represents something big, some big event comes into your life, into your team, okay, it's gonna sink in and have a lot of trouble. So here's what you do. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about one-on-one meetings and your relationship with your team as the base layer, that environment that you have, that you build with your team, that your team builds with each other, and that all starts, in my opinion, with the dyad, which is the relationship between two people, you and them. When you invest in that and you start to build a great team, even the top of it might look rocky at times, but when the big old cement truck or the UPS truck or whatever, when that thing comes in that is different than normal, your driveway, your team, your projects won't get stuck in the mud. So figure out, I would say that the button you need to press is your one-on-one meetings. Make sure that they're relationship building one-on-one meetings. There's no perfect style. Your goal is to build individual relationships with each person on your team. That means getting to know them, getting to understand what motivates them. And by the way, we'll talk again about motivation because it's really simple what motivates people. Anyway, put your comments. What other analogies might you have to a base layer, to getting stuck, to even when the top looks good, the facade, maybe if things aren't there looking good underneath, what might happen when something 10 times as heavy as normal comes along? Leave a comment in here. Thanks. I'm Marcus with MarcusBlanketship.com.